heute in Stellenbosch, Südafrika mit David von de Trafford Wein. Und David Trafford hat das Weingut hier gegründet. Und wir schauen uns heute hier mal um im Weinkeller und auch bei den Weinreben auf den Hängen. Hi David, we are in your wine cellar. So how long are you in the wine industry, or how long do you produce your own wine?
Okay, well, the Trafford wines we started in 1992.
Yeah.
And before that, since 1984, I'd made wine as just as a hobby for family production. And so I was quite young then, and actually an architect, so it was really a hobby business. And more or less about 15 years ago, I stopped doing both architecture and wine.
Do you also are an architecture right now?
No, it's too much work doing the wine. So no, just completely focused on wine. Occasionally, you know, if we have to do some additions to the cellar and that sort of thing, I try and drag out my drawing board. But and actually recently did a house for one of our staff members, but very simple building. So.
And we're based here in Stellenbosch. What is for you the unique point here in Stellenbosch to grow up great wines, especially red wines?
Yeah, well, I think you know there are not many great places to make great Cabernet Sauvignon, and I think Stellenbosch is one of them. And we have just the right kind of climate. With Syrah, it's a bit more flexible in terms of climate. But here on the slopes of the Helderberg, and we have these deep granitic soils with good clay content. So it keeps the moisture, and we just get the right amount of vigor, the right amount of heat. It's a little bit warmer than Bordeaux, but not too much. And for great Cabernet, Syrah, we also make particularly good Syrah. But there are a lot of other places in South Africa that also make great Syrah. But I think in Stellenbosch, we have fantastic Cabernets, and at our altitude, we get just the right amount of light. It's kind of a brighter light, and exposure to sunlight that ripens the grapes without them becoming overripe and jammy, but getting those tannins nice and ripe. So yeah, I think our wine is similar to other wines in the Helderberg mountain, but slightly unique because of our position between the Helderberg and the Stellenbosch mountain.
And you work with gravity, you said here?
Yes, we've since the beginning, because I made the wine pretty artisanally. I wanted to keep that kind of tradition, and yeah, we don't have a pump in the cellar, we've never added any yeast, we don't filter the wine, and everything goes into barrels, not just new barrels, but old barrels as well. Depending on the wine, we use what, you know, the amount of new wood we feel is best for the wine. So yeah, it's quite a traditional, gentle handling, I would say.
And you deliver your wine all over the world to Japan?
Yes, I'm very honored to have our wine served in really nice restaurants and to private customers around the world, about 10 or 12 countries.
Yeah.
Some just really small volumes,
yeah,
but others. Germany is one of our more important,
yeah,
probably our top 3, I think,
yeah,
destinations for our wine. So yes, to me, customers, doesn't matter whether they come from down the bottom of the road or
yeah,
from the other end of the world.
Yeah.
It's the quality of customer that matters, and
yeah,
it's a lot of pride to see our wine being sold in different places around the world.
And are there any projects for your future? What you are expecting to do, or what do you plan to do, or is there maybe?
Well, not particularly at the Trafford. We're thinking of planting a little bit of white grapes on a more southern slope. At the moment, the Chenin Blanc we produce comes from old vineyards in the area. There's you know, a lot of South Africa has more Chenin Blanc than the rest of the world put together. So I never really felt it necessary to plant white grapes, but we've got a really nice little site that I'm thinking of developing. I just can't really make my mind up on what varieties to plant. I know that Chenin Blanc will be a part of it. So that's one project. But no, it's pretty much just each year, you know, we get given a different vintage, and it's exciting, you know, with every harvest is an adventure. So,
what is your favorite wine?
Well, we make 2 single vineyard wines. The Elevation 393, which we keep for an extra bit of time, bottle aging. We're currently selling the 2012. So there are not many people that take that.
I haven't tried it.
That trouble. So that's really the wine I'm most proud of.
Yeah.
And then the other wine is the Syrah 393 from the same vineyard. It's got a lot of, you know, high ratings and so on. So yeah, I'd say those 2 wines are sort of standout wines. But you know, your wines are a little bit like your children. That you know, you don't want to prefer one over the other.
Yeah, it's difficult.
We're pretty proud of. We basically produce 7 different wines, and the Plan B, and we're proud of all of them, even the Plan B. You know, so.
It's a nice name. Why does it call Plan B?
Well, everything we do to produce wine is pretty much a Rolls-Royce system. It's basically, you know, trying to make the best possible wine we can. We don't cut any corners and so on. But then sometimes there's some barrels we're not entirely happy with.
Right,
and usually it's for different reasons. We kind of leave out a few barrels here and there. So sometimes the Plan B production can be 3 or 4 barrels, sometimes 20 or more. So the production varies a lot. And sometimes it can be mostly Cabernet, like our last vintage, 2018. Basically, we just had a little bit more Cabernet than we needed. And other times it's like a lot of Syrah, or there's usually a bit of Petit Verdot, because we get a bit of Petit Verdot and I'm not always sure where to use it. So there's usually a bit of Petit Verdot that goes in there. So it really gives us an ability to make our other wines better, but usually the sum of the parts, it comes out pretty good. So, and we offer it at a really good value, and it sells really quickly.
Und die unterschiedlichen Weine von De Trafford könnt ihr bei uns im Online-Shop euch einmal anschauen. Dann werden wir auch die nächsten Weine nochmal persönlich vorstellen mit unserem Produktmanager aus dem Weinbereich. Und auf jeden Fall sehr, sehr empfehlenswert, für mich mit die besten Weine, die ich persönlich getrunken habe. Und es war auch eine große Ehre, dass ich heute hier sein darf. Ja, viel Spaß mit den Weinen bei uns im Shop.